You can speak to the current students at the information sessions. You need to get a new photo for your driver's license. I make sure to prepare reports for my boss. If you like cooking, we can make supper together. If you need a part-time job, it should not interfere with your studies. The building will be closed and reopened next week. Items can be found on the bottom floor of the library. The library is downstairs on the east of the building. If you have any questions in the exam, please raise your hands. Your car can park in the building behind the medical center. Would you pass me the textbook on that table? If you want to sell your book, it must have a bibliography. They have enough work to keep them going. Students are not allowed to speak when they are in the examination hall. Scientists are always asking the government for more money.
We will change the classroom because this one is too small. I haven't done a lot of work in this area. This program is running in partnership with a number of departments. Try to get through it as soon as possible. You can obtain the application form from the administrative office. To meet the requirement, multiple copies need to be given to the department. Capitalize the name of each month when writing in English. Capitalize the name of each month when writing in English. Capitalize the name of each month when writing in English. Email me if you can't finish the task on time. Let's meet this weekend to talk about our assignment together. I missed the lecture yesterday. May I use your notes? I wanted to say you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I can't make the lecture due to my scheduled doctor's appointment. I can't make the lecture due to my scheduled doctor's appointment. This is just one instance. There are numerous more examples. This is just one instance. There are numerous more examples. Is the professor available at the office on a regular schedule? Is the professor available at the office on a regular schedule? These days, more people are choosing to study from afar. This matter is significant in this and other respects, too. This matter is significant in this and other respects, too. Find the library behind the Student Center across the campus. Find the library behind the Student Center across the campus. A smart doctor invented the game of basketball many years ago. The lecture hall is right on the first floor inside the building. We have lessons every Thursday during the school term. Every day, all students can use computers without any problems.
It's fine to save some research questions for later investigation.
Other countries help English become important all over the world today. He started his tutorial presentation on time, without any delay. It's surprising. Some people like watching TV ads because they're fun. Sometimes, children have friends who are not good role models. His art collection has lots of different kinds of art. We don't have many problems with people being mean around here. To know its beginning, just look at its past and history. I went around the world for several years after finishing college. I must meet him before he flies to London for a week. You can easily pick up your student card at the reception desk. Make sure to hand in all assignments by the end of the week. Please register your student email account as soon as possible. She's been in the library for a very long time. When I was in school, I faced many of the same challenges. Can you pass these materials to students next to you? Put your name and ID number on the application form. Many students worry about writing essays because they lack experience. Make sure to include a list of your sources in assignments. Make sure to include a list of your sources in assignments. Every student must participate in the exercise program as a requirement. You can find your enrollment details, results, and fees online. I don't like sandwiches with cheese and tomatoes on white bread. I don't like sandwiches with cheese and tomatoes on white bread. I don't like sandwiches with cheese and tomatoes on white bread. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The university's main campus could be closed for today's activities. The meaning of the last sentence still confuses me greatly. The meaning of the last sentence still confuses me greatly. We don't have enough evidence to be absolutely sure of anything. Discover the campus in your first week of the semester for orientation. Discover the campus in your first week of the semester for orientation. It might be time for me to make some changes to my life. Many people faced crowded and dirty living conditions in their daily lives. Many people faced crowded and dirty living conditions in their daily lives. Last year, they faced challenges with paying their school fees. The economics class will be held in the primary lecture hall. The economics class will be held in the primary lecture hall. Dr. Green's new office location is on the building's second floor. Dr. Green's new office location is on the building's second floor. Please hand over the book that's on your left side. In the upcoming lecture, the professor will review the summary. Students are required to complete their assignments in the coming month. Students are required to complete their assignments in the coming month. The drama club is looking for students to act in their play. Let's first talk about how much money these crimes cost. It's really hard to tell how much company crimes cost us. It's really hard to tell how much company crimes cost us. People don't study crimes by companies as much as other crimes. People don't study crimes by companies as much as other crimes. There's more research on regular crimes than on company crimes. They have many ways to learn about our minds and what we do. You should sign up for classes using the university's website. What do I need to do to start a bank account? You should be okay with getting any course you choose. You should be okay with getting any course you choose. You might not get the course you want the most. In the past, the Thanksgiving celebration became popular across the country. You will have time to consider subsequent questions before continuing. Despite my friend's desire to study abroad, I prefer home. Despite my friend's desire to study abroad, I prefer home. Would you like to accompany me to the art gallery? I'd like to find my own place as soon as possible. Please sign here if you wish to join the social club today. You can find the economics section on the library's upper floor. I want to stay in touch with my old school friends. Some people feel having a child is a big responsibility. Next year, I intend to take a break to travel in South America. Next year, I intend to take a break to travel in South America. My goal is to begin a family in my 30s. My goal is to begin a family in my 30s. Please save questions related to the topic for the end of the discussion. To get the presentation, visit my website for a download link. In my opinion, technological progress is expected to slow down soon. In my opinion, technological progress is expected to slow down soon. It's common to wake up multiple times during the night. He needs to discuss your industrial architecture class in detail. You must coordinate with your tutor to set a meeting time. College students spend a lot of money on their education. You will get the money report for the last few months later today. Despite their limited education, my parents were determined to ensure my education. Despite their limited education, my parents were determined to ensure my education. Next time, we'll discuss the impact of media on shaping public policy. Next time, we'll discuss the impact of media on shaping public policy. Online learning has become increasingly popular in recent years. Online learning has become increasingly popular in recent years. The fashion industry has a significant impact on the environment. The fashion industry has a significant impact on the environment. The media plays a critical role in shaping public opinion. Social justice is an important topic in today's society. Social justice is an important topic in today's society. The history of our society is complex and fascinating. Small businesses play an important role in local communities. The campus is located in a bustling urban area. Students can borrow books and other materials from the library for free. Students can borrow books and other materials from the library for free. The campus has many buildings, including classrooms, dorms, and offices. There are many different religions across the world. The campus library will be closed during the winter break. If you show your student card, you will get a discount. The graph shows the population growth in the last century. The graph shows the population growth in the last century. There is a lot more about this topic on the university website. All students depend on their future. She has a small business about toys. You have to submit the project by the end of the week. There are lots of opportunities available for the student on campus. You may not be allowed to read any books without the reading list. Most of the student advisors are extremely helpful. Living in the 21st century is increasingly stressful. Please make sure you use the standard form of quotation. Please read the article that was given out yesterday. There is no requirement for attendance in this research course. You can apply for multiple scholarships in one simple application. You can apply for multiple scholarships in one simple application. Technically, you can use many methods to solve these math problems. She went to the mall to buy a new dress for her interview. You must read every single page in this book and study it carefully. You must read every single page in this book and study it carefully. Today we have a guest speaker who is visiting from Canada. He went to the university as a student of philosophy last year. I need to find a tutor to help me with my science studies. The system is able to run more than one program at the same time. It takes a lot of practice to master a foreign language. There is a need to sharpen the focus of this discussion. College homework has been demanding for most of the students. The new system is the focus of controversy among the public. The new system is the focus of controversy among the public. She has failed to complete her degree in international business. Tomorrow's lecture has been canceled due to the power cut. The assessment of this course will begin next week. This will be the first art exhibition to be held by the university. One of the first mass transit systems was located in France. Speaking one or more foreign languages will be useful in your career. There is a fitness center next to the student union. Tomorrow evening there will be a panel discussion on sustainable development. Scientists have found all parts of science. The paper has the potential to transform life science. Students can borrow this book for a maximum of 1 day. The cafeteria is open on Monday and Thursday. Many experts think that the world climate is changing. Have you talked to your parents about the problems you're having? The tension between the two countries is likely to remain. You have to be able to describe things in a form that users can understand. The picture shows 6 of the 9 planets in the solar system. I was inspired by the prospect of the new job ahead. I met him on a flight from London to Paris. He looked at me in confusion and did not answer the question. She had the advantage of a good education over others. All of our tutors have more than 2 years of teaching experience. You don't have to tell lies to get people to like you. Even my friends often confuse me and my twin sister. The application for a new business license has been denied. The man is probably the best-known painter in the world. You have to do well academically to get into medical school. The whole class were told to stay behind after school. It is difficult for young people to find jobs around here. The teacher made me move my seat to the front of the classroom. He had to spend about 6 months in a class with younger students. The company has been performing poorly over the past 6 years. I have not received an acknowledgement of my application yet. The new model combines a telephone and a fax machine. I have established a good working relationship with my boss. The man has been fighting his addiction to alcohol for months. You can gain entry to the club only through a member. Please bring back all library books by the end of the week. The amount of money you have to spend will limit your choice. You have to wait until the drugs have passed out of your system. The price of oil should remain stable for the rest of the year. This could mean the closure of thousands of small businesses. He left England with the intention of traveling in Africa. This is a new system for assessing personal tax bills. When you have finished typing, remember to save your document. People who live near airports tend to suffer from noise. The company has every intention of keeping the share price high. In the course of my everyday life, I had very little contact with teenagers. Agriculture was based on the family as a unit in the past. I was granted permission to visit the palace last week. We need to develop a coordinated approach to the problem. He has failed to win a seat on the board of the company. The content of the course depends on what the students would like to study. You can't expect to learn foreign language in a few months. It is generally accepted that people are motivated by success. The history department is part of the College of Arts and Sciences. Many patients are not getting the medical treatment that they need. He built up the business over a period of 10 years. There was a stream at the bottom of the garden. The public has a right to know what is contained in the report. He used to work at night and sleep during the day. The manufacturer's name is on the bottom of the plate. He had worked in the theater for many years, starting at the bottom. You should include some examples in your essay to get a high mark. There have been many complaints from members of the public. It has snowed almost every day for the past week. This global issue will be discussed in more detail in the next chapter. The company is now well positioned to compete in foreign markets. The most serious cases were treated at the scene of the accident. The government has been committed to housing the homeless people. She was making a play for the sales manager's job. She taught me to be less critical of other people. There was a notice on the board saying the class had been canceled. The Prime Minister is understood to have been extremely angry about the report. The Prime Minister is understood to have been extremely angry about the report. There is no compelling reason for me to believe him. The first assignment is due on the 14th of September. There are lots of opportunities to meet people in this course. This summer program has been illustrated with many photographs of activities. Improving the quality of air and water is important to human beings. You will get a broad foundation in the technology of machine systems. You can join us to apply knowledge to make this world a better place. He used to take a walk in a small garden after dinner. Extension is only available under special circumstances. We want to improve the quality of life and the standard of living. Children need to be provided with an appropriate learning environment. Right now, we have the ability to tackle these global issues. He had been carrying on his business until he retired last year. He had been carrying on his business until he retired last year. We have worked together to promote a healthy research culture. You need to work harder to achieve your professional goals. The new learning management systems have been updated by a group of experts. You will be able to integrate digital media with your study. The program is for technical and scientific students. You will find general information about the campuses and service support here. Supply of clean drinking water is a problem in many parts of the world. Customers can pick up the camera at the circulation desk of the store. The final 2 sessions will take place on Sunday morning. This activity will consider children of different ages and stages. We don't need to have the experience of writing a story. A number of the university's major sources of funding can be applied. You need to complete the application form before next Friday. Please use the button below if you want to reserve a computer. This meeting has been hosted by a motivational speaker. There will be an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the meeting. I have made an appointment to see the doctor this morning. Now, most of the young people are unable to do manual labor. We did not receive any news during his long absence. You can join our virtual open day to learn more about the campus. There is absolutely nothing more the medical team can do. The students will have enough time to ask questions after the talk. The team has made some minor changes to the new program. He studies in particular the fishes of the Indian Ocean. The committee was in the process of formulating a plan. Medicine should not be kept where it is accessible to children. We don't know how many solar systems there are in each galaxy. The new contract will help to raise the company's international profile. This office is for students who want to study abroad. The information you need for this meeting is on the website. Becoming a good actor requires persistence and motivation. I would like to make an appointment to see the professor. Languages are an essential part of the school curriculum. What he's bringing to the company is financial expertise. The art course has been canceled due to the new policy. We have very little actual documentation of it. You can borrow up to 2 books at the same time in the library. I am glad that Professor Gordon just joined our faculty. Mobile phone chargers vary enormously from one place to another. We are considering all candidates' backgrounds and identities. There are many welcoming activities for new undergraduate and postgraduate students. Please note, the proposal submission deadline has been extended. Human activities are the principal cause of global warming. Many species have not yet been discovered by biologists.
The text on the book cover must be in capital letters.
He told me it was the most important assignment of all. You realize that you can deal with a lot of situations. The campus car park will be closed next weekend. She's doing a master's degree by distance learning. It's obviously vital that companies should fully understand their customers. I took everything to the copy center this morning before class. Please make an appointment before attending the next meeting. Please make sure you have filled in all your details before submitting. You have to submit projects by the end of this week. You may use your student identification card to borrow books at the library. Remember to bring calculators to class next week. For further information, you need to contact a member of our administration team. Students may not use calculators in the final exams. The first draft of the presentation is almost ready. Many diet plans have failed because they are too boring. He has a good job, and yet he never seems to have any money. I will be discussing the situation with my colleagues tomorrow. We need to work harder to remain competitive with other companies. What I'm going to do in this lecture is focus on something very specific. They decided to spread the building process over 3 years. Companies must be able to survive in the competitive marketplace. It is renowned as one of the region's best restaurants. She went to the bank to apply for a mortgage for her house. The team will play a critical part in the development of networks. There were more than half students who didn't come to the lecture. We have strong relationships with counselors and teachers across the country. The council has decided that the local public libraries will close on Mondays. These medical colleges and hospitals were funded by a government agency. The subject is complex and difficult to explain. Universities play major roles in students' lives. It is important to cite examples to support your argument. Most of the students prefer to live outside of the campus. To take this course, students should have basic subject knowledge. He has found a job in a local newspaper agency. The librarian has been fired because of a serious mistake. My favorite sports are soccer, tennis, and basketball. She likes to drink milky coffee with a lot of sugar every day. The new building will be located in the center of the town. Students will need to be in the lecture this Thursday. The new system was confronted with great difficulties at the start. His understanding of the language is very rudimentary. Newspapers today are entirely free from government control. He could not feel motivated when studying mathematics. The economic program for the country has been ignored. One of its core businesses was renting telephones and cars. People tend to behave differently in different social settings. She was in England for the publication of her new book. She is widely regarded as the next principal of the university. Yesterday, Mr. Brown gave us a brief introduction to the course. The government patented the device to the freshmen. More and more people began to be concerned about our natural environment. The company is expected to triple their profits next year. He ordered some new books from America on a website. Newspapers around the country are reporting the stories of the president. The technology company exports both hardware and software. He has been advised by the doctor to increase his fiber intake. I made a phone call to reserve a table in my favorite restaurant. I'm going to take a course in applied mathematics this semester. Information systems can simplify or complicate a problem. The closure of the mine was the most important factor in the town's decline. He resigned from the company in order to take a more challenging job. My speech about climate change has been misinterpreted by the press. His program has by no means been a complete failure. We need to encourage children to take the responsibility for their choice. She was able to pick out her father at the other side of his room. In this course, we will look at some Indian literature in its social context. Social work is not the only subject in sociology. Collaboration is a feature of a successful company. We could just see the outline of the house through the mist. The number of children in this school has decreased this year. Students can find information about the 2 quizzes online. We will feed the new information back to the company. The most important consideration is that the environment should not be harmed. Technology is important for the modern world. The library is open on campus and online during summer semester. You can return items in person or by post. There is not enough space for me in the car. We can discuss education in the tutorial next week. The teacher asked the group to complete the task. Several students raised different examples.
Please make an appointment with your tutor about work after holiday.
The head of the department is available by the third day. You should return books to the library before ending your term. The economics faculty building is located on the city road. This paper is the best one to look at first. There are many people in the USA who are critical of the voting system. There is only one conclusion to this line of thought. There will be no class scheduled during the exam week. Please submit your term papers to the general office. You can get to the college by bus, train, or car. This college has a good reputation for both its research and its teaching.
I would never feed my dog commercial dog food. He reads magazines, but he doesn't like to read books.
Demand for an access to the library workstations is very high. Before attending the lecture, you must register online or by post. Young children need education and organized activities. By using the student identification card, you can borrow books from the library. The topic for discussion is usually related to the topic for a speech. Please remain seated after finishing your exam.
The brain is the central computer of our body.
It is quite clear that further research is required. Exercise is important for mental and physical health. You cannot leave the examination center until you complete the form. If you need help, let me know because I am here. It is very important to wear masks during this pandemic. It is very important to wear masks during this pandemic. Australia is the first AIDS-free country in the world. Please don't forget to check your email for the updates of the week. Until you complete the form, you cannot attend. There is too much information on this topic. Presentation skills are important to both universities and workplaces.
We must take great care when analyzing the data.
The library is located on the north side of the campus.
Good research provides many benefits to people.
You should include your name and identity number in the registration form. What is the most effective way of interaction between teachers and students in class? We can meet in my office after the lecture. You need to read the chapter before the management class. I have a sandwich and milk for my breakfast. The course will be tested at the end of the semester. The United States is the largest chocolate manufacturing country. If you forget your password, you need to contact the Student Center. If you have a driving license, getting a job would be easier for you.
Public speaking was one of the qualities they were seeking among the candidates.
What is the best possible way to get the work permit for this job? Please be careful when using internet sources.
Globalization problems require global solutions.
Biology is the backbone of many specialized courses in the university. Please be careful when using online translation programs. All course materials will be posted online. If you need help, I can give you a hand in finding a flat.
He has led the party for over 20 years. There is a new pharmacy on the north side of the university campus. Her father prevented me from talking to her. There won't be any space for me in the car. My siblings and I were waiting for my mother to come back from the hospital. We need to approach communication in an open way. For human beings, breathing is a symbol of life. The speaker mentioned two things that affect happiness. Some young people seem to be addicted to their cell phones.
Companies are offering us all kinds of internet-connected devices.
Please read the first 5 chapters to prepare for next week's tutorial. Being a vegan means not consuming any animal products. Students should take advantage of the internet before attending the lecture. The technician left the new microscope in the biology lab.
All internship applications are available in the office.
In English, the first letters of the months of the year are always capitalized.
Every living thing begins as a single cell. The translator is not available in our department. My laptop has crashed and cannot save any file. Scholarship applications must be handed in at the end of the month. You should go to the reception to get your student card. You come with me and the others just stay here. You can pay by cash or using a credit card. You can only choose one subject from biology and chemistry. We are required to submit the assignment before Friday. The university supplies a number of scholarships for qualified students. The bookstore is located on the main campus behind the library. Most printers in the library are out of ink. I can give you a hand if you need help. Most of the lectures begin promptly, so do not be late. In my free time, I would like to read current affairs and newspapers. In the dark, before the dawn, the plane was assembled. The timetable for the new term will be available next week. The timetable for next term will be available next week. We are so dependent on the computer that we cannot live without it.
Fishing is both a sport and a means of survival. Fishing is both a sport and a means of survival.
Since the problems we face are global, we need to find the global solutions. Many of the university's original buildings are still in use. We will study the following two pictures in the next lecture.
Companies aim to earn money, not to change society.
We need to read the first 5 chapters to prepare for next week's tutorial.
It is good for the environment and also good for your bill. As student union members, we can influence changes at the university.
The new English class will start next Monday morning. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions. It is within the framework that we're making our survey. The timetable will be posted on the website before the class starts. It is interesting to observe the development of language skills of toddlers.
Students should book a library tour in the first week of the first semester.
The older equipment has been put at the back of the building. We need to make sure the school principal knows about the changes. Students are competing for every place in the computer courses. This is a prestigious program for our university. She told the faculty to be very supportive. The professor is going to discuss the conflict. Many undergraduate students go back home to stay with their parents after graduation. "39.5% of Californian residents do not speak English at home." Number the beakers and put them away until tomorrow. I used to have coffee with milk and 1 sugar. The Student Service Center is located on the main campus behind the library. The Student Service Center is located on the main campus behind the library.
The Student Center is located on a library behind the campus. The Student Center is located on a library behind the campus.
The Student Service Center is located on the main campus behind the library.
The Student Center is located on the main campus behind the library. The Student Center is located on the main campus behind the library.
I don't understand what the comment of my essay means.
I don't understand the campus essay mean.
I don't understand what the comment of my essay means.
I don't understand what
The United States has the maximum production of chocolate.
the United States has the maximum of chocolate. The United States has the maximum of chocolate.